Your call has been forwarded to the automated upload system of
The American Drill Report.
At the tone, please record your message.
All right. Hello, Frankie Alano from Norwich Platoon.
Neriah, thanks for having me on.
My pleasure. Always happy to hear your beautiful voice. So I wanted to talk to you about kind of the college drill team experience, but more so your drill team experience. Obviously, this past year at Daytona, you won the second group phase that we've ever had at Worlds with Norwich Shock Platoon, which is kind of a big deal because A, we've only ever had that phase of the World Championships twice, but B, you guys did not beat a small amount of groups. I think there were, 7 of us? The impression that I've gotten over time has been very much, especially because I did vending at the Tulane competition once, and the impression that I've gotten of college drill teams is that the culture is very, very different, and that in general, they don't really care
Yeah.
about this as an activity. This season, I was made to challenge that in some pretty big ways because obviously you guys won and the Air Force Academy did really, really well as well. It's the impression that I got from Cats is kind of that there's some exceptions, but the culture is still kind of as of not really giving a shit. But tell me about your experience with the team, the program, the journey to competing in the group phase of Worlds, and actually executing that weekend.
Oh, yeah. So I've been doing college drill as far as I've been in college. Um, I been When I entered college in 2022, I had signed up for training to be on the drill team here at Norwich. And for those you at home that do know how it works, depending on what university or service academy or wherever you go to, it's not the always exact same process to get on, right? Like, I mean, I know in most high schools, it's I think it's like quite literally like show up because sometimes we need numbers, we need people to fill in. But I think that's the huge exception in the post high school world, mostly because a lot of those indoctrination processes look a lot different from different types of colleges. So I mean, there's definitely pros and cons to that type of like way of recruiting people to get on. I can mostly speak about Norwich. It's typically a year-long training cycle. You get taught like the basics of how to be a drill team member on the Norwich University Shock Platoon. I know for the other schools and other academies, like at A&M, you can only do it as a freshman, and theirs is all pretty much a year-long training cycle. I know West Point, it's similar to. I think they really treat it more like just get on. We need people to get on. I think the Naval Academy is the same way. I think the Air Force Academy, I'm sure Andrew Katz could speak a lot more about it. Very more similar to how the Norwich University and A&M conduct their training. But long story short, I made it on the team at the spring of 2023. Spent my sophomore and junior year training prospective members that want to be on the team. And then this upcoming year, I'm commanding the drill team at Norwich University. And yeah, just recently we came back from Daytona, Florida. We secured first. Very proud of my team. I remember initially when the group phase got announced, maybe like between 24, 25, uh, it was I was just we were just trying to I was just trying to trying to make the number right. But I shot the message out that I was assembling a team for the World Drill Championships, and we had quite a few people that were really trying to compete for the team, right? So I had more people interested than the amount of people I could take. So I had to do a tryout. It was nonetheless, it was hard to really choose who to pick because all the members that did try out were solid members of the team, like not just drill but character wise and just like team atmosphere, team spirit. That's mostly what I look for. And at the end of the day, I could only bring six, including myself. So I mean, the team that we went with, we practiced maybe 2 to 3 months right after Tulane ended, and I mean the results spoke for themselves. We walked the stage. Very proud of my team. Wouldn't have it any other way.
So, what did the scripting process look like? Because obviously there were a lot of maneuvers and manuals used throughout your guys' routine that were characteristic of Shock Platoon. But how did you guys? Because it was a 6 man, right?
Yes.
So how did you guys get 6 people doing a different kind of performance under different pretenses with a different layout and different expectations, working
Yeah.
cohesively in a very high caliber, high intensity kind of way?
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. That was probably like, other than the whole logistical stuff of trying to organize a team, that was probably one of the hardest parts because I mean the team consisted of at the time 3 freshmen and 3 juniors, um, and like all six of us wildly different like drill styles before coming to Norwich and even at Norwich, right? Um, but I think really like a lot of the scripting came down to we wanted to. I'll mostly say from my perspective, 'cause I scripted a lot of it with the help of members on the team. Like if they had an idea, we would try to put it to the test. We would experiment with it, and I would usually try to gauge the entire team's how they felt about it. But a lot of the scripting came down to like we really wanted to stay true to what made the Shock Platoon, but we also wanted to try like a lot of different stuff in terms of just like stylistic and just putting it all out there. Like I had a member on my team. He is from a very strong powerhouse San Antonio school. He was a freshman. I had another member of my team. He was from uh, really now upcoming school in New Jersey, Union High School. He he came from that background. I had folks from South Carolina. I had a dude from Colorado. I had all different types of drill style meshed into one, and that it was definitely a challenge trying to get everyone on the same page because I mean we were going all the way down to like the nitty gritty of like just terms of execution and trying to make that standard. And stylistic wise though, I we took a lot of our inspirations from like the King's Guard, and a lot of like high tempo movements, right? We were focusing a lot on staccato, which I mean I don't really know too much about it, but from what I know of it, it's a lot of like um, fast paced, repeated, not really consistent beats. And we tried utilizing that concept a lot, and I think it really paid off in terms of like the storytelling and the impression we gave from our routine.
Okay. I Something you said in there was very interesting to me. I didn't realize that you had a team comprised of guys that had high school drill team experience across the board. It's been my experience so far that most college drill team guys did not even do drill team in high school, and almost nobody that I've ever known on a service drill team did drill team in high school. It's not actually super common for people with professional organizations to have high school drill team experience. So that's really cool. Even despite the inability to immediately connect
Right.
styles, it's cool that everybody had a baseline experience. Um, but
Yeah.
this year you were leading something pretty impressive. I believe that a few weeks ago you told me that you will not be in Daytona next year. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. I will not. I will be graduating and commissioning the same weekend. So,
That sucks.
very
I mean,
unfortunate. Yeah.
congratulations, but that sucks.
Thank
Uh,
you.
do you guys, do you know if Norwich is still planning on sending a group to compete at Worlds again?
I would like to, I think really being the first, like, really trying to push the Norwich Drill team to Worlds. Like, I was spearheading a lot of that with the help of my peers. Um, but really, like, I would push them to go even more because right now I think a lot of obviously we did well. I mean, we got inducted into the Hall of Fame, but we're really trying to sell the whole high school aspect that the National High School Drill Team Championships are there. We had a Norwich booth. We've had a Norwich recruiting booth at least for the past few years, but that is our biggest selling point for the reason to go back. So I hope that the features of the team, whoever goes to Worlds next year, we still get the same support because that's, to be honest with you, like we've had a lot of issues trying to garner support, um, just in general. But we've been really good about it. I mean, we have a new advisor to the drill team. We have a great alumni support. We have a great alumni backing. So, to be honest with you, everything, all the cards fell on the table, and it really, I was really lucky this year. Everything played out as good as great as I needed it to be. I mean, everything with the support, the buy-in, um, just everything played great, and I just hope that can continue on for the next few years. I can't say that they will be back next year, but I definitely would like to be back, and I'd support them any way, shape I can, even though I will not be going back next year.
I really, it does seem that there are ample justifications and plenty of, I don't know, experiential validation for Norwich returning next year and the year after that. It's it's very exciting to see the group phase sort of coming back and being at a place in a place as a community where we can nurture the growth of the group phase, because solo and tandem, we're kind of hitting the upper limits of what we're going to touch competitively speaking for this format of competition, but it's also a very small subsect of this activity overall. There's
Right.
tons of cadets that do group exhibition. There are not an overwhelming majority of cadets that do solo and tandem. So, you might have your Trey Davidson and your Jackson Rainwater to look up to from a solo standpoint, and maybe you're involved enough that you're paying attention to tandem as well. But if there's a professional military institution that is sending a powerhouse exhibition team that is the the pinnacle of what this activity can represent, then it's it's so much more of a positive impact on the younger community in the broader sense. But
Right.
also, I really hope y'all come back because River City really, really wants to beat you guys. I mean, obviously, we also want to beat the Air Force Academy because we didn't beat them either. But um, you guys have definitely given us something to aspire to, and the product that Norwich put forward this year was kind of the shit. So I really hope we see it again next year, and if not, at least the year after that.
Yes, sir. Those boys are hungry. Some of them are 18 years old and can't believe they're world champions. I was like, yep, that just happened. So they're if they come back, they'll run for your money. So, but
I
I'm
hope
I'm
so.
glad I'm glad for them. I'm happy for them. I'm
Yeah,
happy that the group phase is back. So
yeah. No, I hope it continues in the direction it's headed. But we are just about on the upper end of our time here. Do you have any other thoughts, comments, or messages you would like to send out into the drill space or the world?
sure. If you're a high schooler, like junior, sophomore, freshman, senior, whatever, and you're looking at coming to a proud military institution, and still want to continue drill, reach out on the Norwich University Shock Platoon Instagram page and hit us a message, and we can talk some more about continuing your drill career post high school. So, yeah, contact us. We'll be more than happy to shoot a message back.
All right. Well, sounds good. Y'all heard him.
Yeah,
Make Norwich everything that it is. Uh,
yes, sir.
but yeah, it was great talking to you. I hope to see you again soon. And yeah, have fun in your last year before you graduate.
Yeah, thank you, Neriah. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah.
It was good.
Absolutely. Talk to you soon, man.
Thank you. Take care.
Bye.
Thank you for listening. Stay dialed in. You could be the next call.